I have in front of me here a DVR to TV kit that we have on the tvtrade.ie website. Basically the kit is designed to allow you to connect the DVR and send the picture output from it to a TV such as this. So there's three component parts that are making up this kit. There's a BNC coupler here, we've an RCA, see the inputs here, to a SCART adapter, and also then we have this phono, the BNC cable. Okay, so what I'm going to do in the first part of it here is to actually connect the DVR directly to this TV. All we really need is these two parts here, but I'll cover the topic of why we've included the BNC coupler in a moment. Okay, so the first thing to do is actually to pick up this adapter here, and the first thing we'll notice is three inputs on the RCA side, and one of them, the yellow input, is marked video. So this is to carry the picture. So what we're going to do here is I simply push this phono lead in here like this, and we have it. Now the next step is I'm just going to rotate around this television. So this is a totally standard television here, a couple of years old, and what you'll notice about it is there's a SCART input on it. So what we need to do is make sure that the input, there's a choice here of marking it as an input or an output. Well, obviously we're using this as an input into the TV, so we just grab the SCART and we just push it in as if it's a SCART lead, okay? And we just rotate this box back up, or TV back around. And what we have now is we have the connection into the back of the TV, and the final step here is to actually just come along, and if we look in the back of the DVR we can see it's marked output. So there's a BNC connection here, it's marked output. So what we do is just line this up here and we just rotate it around, okay? So you can see here there's a camera, I'll just focus at me there, and it's taking, this camera is feeding into the DVR, and we're taking the output from the DVR directly into the television, okay? So the next question will come along and say, well, why have we added in? So you can see how incredibly simple that is, very straightforward, only takes a few moments. So why have we added in the BNC coupler? Well, we've done it for a number of reasons. The first thing is, you know, in the initial setup you might just want to feed the camera directly into the TV like this, and if that was the case, what you can actually use is, you can use the BNC cables here, one coming from the camera, the other one going to the television, and you can actually come along and we will, that DVR has just now just noticed that there's no camera connected. But what we do here now is we just connect it in like that, and now we have the camera feeding directly in. But even more importantly, as you can see, the length of the actual cable we're using here, the phono, the BNC cable, is 1.5 meters. Now if there's a much longer run to the DVR, what you can actually do is you could use that BNC coupler to add on, we'll say, a 5, a 10, a 20 meter BNC cable, and just run the picture the extra distance to the TV. So the coupler simply allows you to add in that extra distance. So once you have the standard kit, you can just buy a longer BNC cable, and then it means that you can adjust it to exactly the distance that will suit the distance between your DVR and your TV. So that's it anyway, an overview of the DVR to TV kit available on the tvtrade.ie website.